Welcome back to this week's episode of the Dead Air Records podcast. My name is Jess.
And I'm concerned because this week it is war. Jess, do you want to tell us what we're doing this week?
Yeah, so this week we're taking a bit of inspiration from Room 101 and we've decided to select 5 records each from our collection, our shared collection, and decide which ones get banished to Room 101.
This is going to be savage, but let's try and be nice, all right? Because we got it. People can turn this off, but I've got to go home with you afterwards. So let's try and keep it civil, all right?
Fair enough. Before we get into that, I think we should talk about some newfound fame that you've had recently.
Both of us, right?
Yeah. So
Okay.
A few weeks back, it's been very hot in Liverpool, as it has everywhere.
Yeah.
And for people that don't know, we're very dog friendly here at the shop, and we have a nice little bowl of water outside the shop that the dogs that get watered regularly because we live in such a nice neighbourhood area.
Yeah.
And they come and have a little drink. But not sadly, amazingly,
Yeah.
on one day, you had an extra visitor to the shop that drank out of that bowl.
Well, it's quite a regular thing, actually. Very often we will have we have a big seagull population, so it's been a thing over the last year that the seagulls will come to the window and knock on, and then
With
I
their
know
beaks.
so I know it's time for a top up of water, and then they'll drink out of it. But yeah, this time, like you say, a really hot day, and there was a little baby seagull who just came up and started like having a little sip out there, and then I noticed that it wanted to get in the dog bowl. So I was just topping it up and it was having a bathe in it. Like, it's nothing special. But unbeknownst to me, someone was filming it and they bloody put it online. Now, we do this podcast and we're trying to get to 1,000 subs. It got, as far as I'm aware, it got millions of views.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
So Grace, who's one of our neighbours and also pops into the shop quite regularly, she caught us on camera, didn't she, topping up the water bowl, and then topped the little baby seagull having a nice time in the water bowl. Put it on TikTok, hoping that maybe that we would just, we would get to see it
We'd
from a
have a
different
giggle.
perspective and we'd have a little giggle.
Yeah.
And then, 2 million views later, it's
That's
suddenly
crazy.
popping off all around the world.
And now you have Peter getting in touch.
Yeah, so then after Grace's video, we got loads and nice comments. So yeah, if you have found us because of the baby seagull, then hi, welcome. We're also a record shop and we really like to talk about music. But Grace shared it, and then about a week later, Lad Bible Island picked it up. So then, shout out to all the Irish contingent who have maybe found us as well.
Deadly.
Yeah, I've got a petition to maybe change our name to Deadly Air Records.
Yeah.
And then since that, PETA, who are the global animal charity, have since reached out as well. So yeah, it's all been a bit mad. But yeah, if you have found us recently, hello.
Hi.
We are Dead Air Records.
I am Mr. Seagull.
Marc is now officially known as Mr. Seagull, and yeah, we love animals.
It's pretty funny, actually. In the shop, I've heard people come in and sitting on the bench and going, seagull. And I'm like, oh my God.
They know. Here. We've also had like some 5-star Google reviews, like, thank you so much for the seagull bath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Took my seagull in, feathered and watered it. I'm like,
5 stars.
Right. 5 stars. Well, it's great. It's lovely. Thanks for the reviews, whoever that was.
Thank you for all the lovely words.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess like opposite to lovely words, should we move back onto Room 101?
Okay.
Do you want to start or
no,
shall
you
I
should
start?
You should start. This was your idea. You keep telling me how smug you're feeling about this idea. So by all means, let's, the floor is yours.
So we're going to keep it civil.
Okay.
And we're going to be nice to each other.
Yeah. What the fuck are you doing? Jess, come on. That's not fair. That's like my favourite album of all time.
Really? Have
Yeah.
you played it?
So, right. So my rule is with my favourite album of all time, not to overplay it. So I try to listen to it like once a year.
That's
this.
once too many times.
Oh my God, savage. All right. Chill out, right? So
this is, for anyone that doesn't know, this is the Smashing Pumpkins, Mellon Collie and the Infinite Sadness.
My favourite
Only available
album.
in a ridiculous expensive box set, by the way. If you want to buy it, it's 120 quid. So you've spent 120 pound on it. First bad thing you've done.
you really want to throw away my favourite album?
Yeah.
Savage.
So yeah, why is it nearly 2 hours long?
But it's a masterpiece. It's an absolute masterpiece.
It's not.
like,
Did you know they've recorded 57 tracks for this album?
I would love to have heard all of them.
Why? There's 38 on there.
Yeah.
There's too many.
There's not too many. It's perfect. It's a perfect record. You can listen to it all the way through. There isn't a bad song on it.
There's loads and there's plenty of skips.
No.
Billy Corgan called it The Wall.
Look, Billy Corgan's a problematic guy. No doubt about it. He's a bit of a dick, right? Billy Corgan, you're a bit of a dick. But there was a period where he was like a genius and he was, you know, making these lovely albums. This is undeniably one of the greatest albums of all time. And it's my favorite album. And it's the first thing you chose as well.
Sorry.
Absolute savage.
Yeah, well, it's not even the Smashing Pumpkins, it's just Billy Corgan, because didn't he go in and like rewrite and re-record everyone's parts anyway, and then forced Darcy out of the band a few years later?
Fucking hell. Jesus Christ, you're going on all cylinders here. Okay, well...
It's going straight to room 101.
All right. Okay, well, let's meet fire with fire then. Right, I've got Block Party.
Why would you do that?
Right, so... We've been together 16 years. Oh, bloody hell, I've forgotten how many years
You
it
took
is.
yourself a hole there.
Okay, I don't know how many years, but it's been a long time, right? I've heard this album like too many times in a row.
No such thing.
No, it's... If I
Careful
could,
with the fist slam.
I would never listen to this album again.
But you've heard it live, back to back.
And it was exactly the same then.
Exactly, because they sound just as good as they do on the album live. You don't need to get into impressions, that's really petty.
Honestly, it just never ends. It's just the same. He sings in the same tone all the way through the album. It's just, I think it's, come on now. I think it was an okay album for me, but you've murdered it for me. You've absolutely fucking murdered it for me.
It's timeless. It's the
It's not
20th anniversary this year. How could you do it in an anniversary year?
I just think, yeah, it's just, I listened to it again ahead of this episode just to make sure that I hated it. And yeah, it's just...
I tried to do that with Mellon Collie, but there wasn't enough time in the day to listen to all 38 tracks.
Right. Jesus Christ. Well, what have you got next?
Okay, let me just put this really massive box set down.
Slam it down then.
This is an artist that you also really like, sorry, and you've got a lot of their albums, and there are some better albums, so I should say that when we're sending things to Room 101, I'm not sending the whole discography of an artist to Room 101, but I am sending Nighthawks at the Diner. Because this is Tom Waits' Nighthawks at the Diner, which is Tom Waits pretending to be Tom Waits to a pretend bar, jazz bar, and it's not even real. It's really contrived.
Can we?
And when you put this on, it's really annoying.
We're gonna have to pause this. I thought you were all right with Tom Waits.
I am. Like I said, I'm not sending the whole discography to the bin, but I am sending Nighthawks at the Diner.
You are going to get murdered online.
Who likes this album? Please let us know.
Loads of people like this album. You're going to get murdered. Nighthawks at the Diner is like a classic.
Half of it is rambling monologues.
Half of Tom Waits' back catalogue is rambling monologues. That's what I tune in for.
I just feel like when you put it on, or when I hear it, it's like, you know, the classic, like, I'm going to a jazz club and I expect like smoke in the air and a beret and someone sort of like...
He invented it. He's wearing a Baker Boy hat on there. It's like, it's 4:00 in the morning. Like, he's great. He's one of the best of all time. You're taking my heart and soul here. You're absolutely killing me off. Right. Okay, well, if that's that, then I'm doing this.
Oh no, that is a classic.
No, I'm not having it.
That's
if you're
a
doing
stone
Tom
cold
Waits,
millennial classic.
Nah, if you're doing this, My Chemical Romance, 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge. Do you know why I put this on here?
Because it's a guilty pleasure that should be in everyone's collection.
No, because when you put it on, you turn into something different. Like, when you put this on, I get intimidated by you.
Why?
Well, because one, you're quite a mild-mannered person, but when this comes on, you start like moshing. Your hair goes everywhere.
Go upstairs, get the eyeliner.
You look at me from under your brow, and you fucking start doing all horns and stuff, and I'm like, what is going on? And
if you put My Chemical Romance in the bin, then you're gonna have to like...
I'm putting it in the bin because of you, whereas you're saying that these albums are bad, or they don't resonate with you, I'm putting these in because of you. You ruin Block Party, and you scare me when you listen to this. Your hair starts going, and I'm just like, you basically revert to your 15-year-old self. It's a bit intimidating, to be honest. I don't know what to do. I just go upstairs and read a book, shut the door.
If you get rid of Block Party and My Chemical Romance, you're going to have to rewrite every DJ's playlist that's like across rock clubs and indie clubs across the UK.
That's pretty much true. But I would do that probably, because I wouldn't... Well, it would be fine as long as you're not in the club. If you're not in the club, then it's fine, because like that's a bit too much. But yeah, I'm
not in the club anyway, don't worry.
Yeah, you want to be though, and that's
if
the
they're
problem.
playing My Chemical Romance, sure, in full, why not?
Yeah.
Are we going next year? They've just announced they're doing the Black Parade in full at Wembley.
I don't Yeah, I don't know what would happen if you went to that. I think it would be a bit too much. It might unleash something. But honestly, I'll be upstairs and this will come on downstairs, and I'm like,
I don't put it on that regularly.
I'm not going downstairs. I'm not going to go down until this is finished because you're having a moment. That's what's going on.
Right. Yeah, it's good. Oh, yeah. Put that on later.
You can't believe you put Smashing Pumpkins on. Absolute savage. We were keeping this nice and amicable, and then you're really right.
You've brought out My Chemical Romance. It's a guilty pleasure. It's not something I put on all the time. It's got a bit of nostalgia.
You put it on enough.
All right, calm down.
Saturday mornings.
Going from one guilty pleasure to another, I present to you.
You've gone for Gordon Giltrap. What's he ever done to you?
Oh, it's a nice gatefold.
Yeah. Gordon's done nothing to you. You're bloody telling everyone I'm into Gordon Giltrap now as well.
The exposure. You tell everyone in the shop you're into really cool music and you like jazz, but then you go home and you put Gordon Giltrap on.
I love Gordon Giltrap.
Where did you pick up this record?
I got it I think it was in Madrid, right?
In Madrid, yeah. So we had a very nice holiday to Madrid earlier this year, did some record shopping as we usually do. We'd gone around quite a few shops in Madrid trying to find something nice. Finally ended up in the basement of this record shop, and I heard you gasp across the shop and go, they've got Gordon Giltrap, which is probably the only time anyone's ever said that in a record shop.
Like
and the guy in Madrid, Giltrap.
Gordon Giltrap.
Giltrap. Yeah, because it felt like a trap when you picked it up. And I bet they were pleased to get rid of it because it's probably been knocking around in that shop for ages.
You proper just dig it. You proper just, right. For those who don't know, Gordon Giltrap is a remnant of the folk era. And I'm not a big folky at all, but he started like these 3 albums, Visionary, Perilous Journey, and
you can keep Perilous Journey, but Visionary goes to Room 101.
No
it's a
chance.
prog folk concept album about William Blake.
Yeah, exactly. And William Blake's cool, right? And so he was using synths.
Sure your defense.
Folk with synths. It's like literally it's in the title, Visionary.
When I hear it, it reminds me of, the Limmy skit for Adventure Call.
Yeah.
When he's like, welcome, adventurer.
Falconhoof.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no. It is, for those who don't know, please check it out. Like, let me know if I'm crazy, but it's a banger. Visionary's an absolute banger. Right.
It's a number 1 to find in the charity shop. He's just died.
He has just died.
That's not fair. You can't put Pet Sounds in the bin. It's like the number 1 album ever.
Overrated. I'm going to say this is an overrated album. It's got 2 good tracks on it. That's it. And you're like, I'm a big Beach Boys fan.
I am.
And like,
this is my favorite album.
Well, then we're even, right? Because that's a completely overrated record.
No,
I
it's
think.
not.
I've listened to it again recently. It's just, wouldn't it be nice, right? And God only knows. And then the rest of it is just...
It's a masterpiece. The Beach Boys went on tour to Japan and Brian Wilson stayed at home and recorded it all on his own. It was, if you put Beach Boys Pet Sounds in the bin, you're putting like Sgt. Pepper in the bin. You're putting OK Computer in the bin.
No,
you're putting anything.
Okay. No.
You're putting anything that has been like, this is a continuous piece of album that makes up a music.
No.
Makes up an album.
You're absolutely wrong. Because this only has a couple of good tracks, whereas like Sgt. Pepper, OK Computer is a solid piece of work all the way through.
Yeah, but did you know Tom York and Johnny Greenwood like reference this for OK Computer?
I don't care. I don't care. It's crap. I actually like the Beach Boys as some of the other albums, but recently I've found myself leaning back into the surfer era of Beach Boys. I think it's just at least it's a bit more fun.
Do you think they would have survived the sort of test of time if they just stayed in the surfer era, though?
No, but I just think if they should have maybe just drawn a line in the sand, and Wilson could have just gone off and
on
done his own
record.
thing.
This album made Paul McCartney cry. How can you do that to Paul?
Well,
Sir Paul.
No, I just think overrated. There's better Beach Boys albums. Smile's better. I think Surf's Up is better. I think Sunflower is a hidden classic, but I don't feel like Pet Sounds is. I think it's overrated piece of...
I think people will disagree with you.
Okay. Well, what's next? What other dagger have you got to put in my heart?
Dagger is a good word, actually,
Right.
because this album features tracks which include people punching slabs of meat and also a donkey braying on it.
All right.
So this is Scott Walker's The Drift.
Okay, I know why you're putting this one in.
We regularly stock this in the shop and it always sells, which I'm always really surprised about.
Shall I tell everyone why you're putting this in?
I don't know. I think I should tell it from my perspective, or
Go
you
on
can
then.
say it from yours. So this album is
It's a work of art, is what it is.
This album is avant-garde torture. It's an experimental
torture.
It's an experimental piece by Scott Walker, and the reason I'm putting it in is because there's a track on here called Jolson and Jones, which is awful. Well, they're all bad, but it starts off like really moody, and then like halfway through the track, this donkey just starts to scream on it. And then why am I triggered when I hear that noise?
Well, you know, like when you have a partner and you sit down and you watch a film and that partner then goes to sleep within the first 5 minutes, right? It's a common thing. Jess is one of those people. Every time we watch a film, it can be a film that Jess says, oh, I've been waiting ages to watch this film. I'm like, great. We'll sit down, get the food ready, sit down. 5 minutes in, gone. Absolutely gone. So what I used to do to combat that and make maybe Jess scared was I'd cue up the bit where the donkey starts. Maybe we can get a clip of that in.
We won't be getting a clip of that, but maybe we can put a tiny sample of music in here just to express how awful that noise is.
And then I would play it right next to her and go, Jess, like that. And I would film it sometimes. And you've made
Fucking
me swear
weird,
that we wouldn't put that in the podcast. But,
yeah, we can't put that in.
But I would film you doing it, waking up, go, like to this, basically, it's a horror soundtrack.
Yeah, it's the scariest noise I've ever heard.
It's great. It's
and
great.
I'm just like, I'm having a little doze. The film's gone on.
Don't fall asleep. It can be a film, like it's any film.
Put a better film on.
Any TV series, anything. Like gone. 5 minutes, gone.
But this is not an appropriate response.
Yeah, I think
Scott Walker's The Drift is not an appropriate response to being tired.
I can understand why you've put that in there, to be fair, but
listening to it is like having a panic attack in slow motion. It's awful.
It's a great piece of art. I don't know. I mean, Scott Walker, for those who don't know, had an illustrious career early on in a boy band called the Walker Brothers, and then went off on his own and sort of went down the rabbit hole of experimentation. And, you know, he was great, a singular artist, really, of the 20th century.
Do you like his work for its lyricism?
Yeah.
Because on here, there's a lyric that's, what do soul and sedan have in common? Both start with an S. So yeah, great. That's why I'm sending Scott Walker to Room 101.
Not
so
Scott Walker. Are you doing the whole back catalogue? No, come on now.
Okay, I'll just send the Drift to Room 101, but I'm doing it so I can sleep in peace.
Right. Okay. What's your favourite R.E.M. album?
The best of R.E.M.
The best of R.E.M.
1988 to 2003.
Drives me up the wall.
It's the best one.
No. Have you ever seen the Alan Partridge sketch where he's like, I'm into the Beatles? And they're like, what's your favourite Beatles album? He goes, it's the best of the Beatles.
It's a valid response.
That's you. The best of R.E.M. We have every R.E.M. album at
why
home.
would I go through and keep changing the record to all the R.E.M. albums when there's 15 of them when I can just put this on?
Well, it's a good comp. I'll give you that. It is a good comp.
It's a great comp.
Well, but like the albums are better. And it's something about you just like constantly going back to this and being like, this is my favorite R.E.M. album. Just winds me up. I don't know.
It is probably in like, if there's like a playbook somewhere of like all the things that like anyone that owns a record shop shouldn't say or shouldn't have, saying that one of your favorite albums by an artist is the best of is probably in there.
What's your favorite R.E.M.? The best of R.E.M.
Yeah, but look
in
at
time,
it.
1988 to 2003.
Yeah, at least it's not just the best of R.E.M. It specifically has a time period.
Yeah.
It's the Warner years. So yeah, Man on the Moon, Great Beyond, straight into Bad Day.
Look, I'm not knocking R.E.M.
What's the Frequency, Kenneth?
I'm knocking you.
Oh. I have this on CD as well.
Yeah, I know.
And it's blue.
Yeah. I don't know what to say to you. Apart from like, I don't even think you know the R.E.M. albums. How many can you name?
We've just done a video on our social media. Go and watch it.
Come on then.
Green. Okay. Automatic for the People.
Okay.
In Time. No. Out of Time.
Out of Time.
No, why are you being a vinyl
bloke
and testing me?
I'm not testing you. I'm just like,
Accelerator.
That's like it. But yeah.
It's still an album.
It's still an album. All right. Okay. But like, I love R.E.M.
Reveal.
Yeah.
I'm just going to remember them as we go through this episode now. If I suddenly shout out an REM album like in 10 minutes time.
I think you were only like acquainted with them because you just shot a video and that's it. But anyway.
Doesn't matter how I know the information.
The best of REM is Jess's favourite album.
Go check it out. It's really good.
Yeah.
It's a little unknown album from the 2003.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got one more.
Yeah.
This is The Silver Bullet.
What does that mean? What does that even mean? Am I a werewolf? What's happening?
So I've chosen this very specifically, and I'm sorry. I am kind of sorry because it is quite personal. It's not like one of your own records or like albums or anything like that. But
don't let people know that I've got right.
The
Anyway,
music exists
move
out
on.
there.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like you've brought Pet Sounds into this. You've brought Block Party. You've brought really loads of personal
brought the
things.
Smashing Pumpkins into this.
That was ages ago. Get over it. So I had one hidden away, tucked up my sleeve, and I'm sorry that you've made me do this. And also, you sent Brian Wilson to Room 101, and he's literally just passed. So Meatloaf's joining him there. I feel like, one second, I've never seen the back of this album before.
Look at him. Look at the handsome devil.
That's you when you find out he's gone to Room 101. So yeah, I'm putting Meatloaf Bat Out of Hell straight to hell, straight to Room 101.
Fuck's sake. Basically, you're going for all like my soft spots here. Like, you know, I love Meatloaf.
Yeah,
right.
I do.
Right.
Why do I know you like Meatloaf?
Okay, look. I think what you're alluding to is once I've had like a margarita or two, or maybe a White Russian, or maybe I don't know, a cocktail or so. Sometimes I'll stick Bat Out of Hell on.
The amount of times I've listened to this album,
and
if I even go, oh, could we not put it on? You're like, no, it must go on in full. It must go on in full.
It's a belter. Like,
why is every song about a car or driving to a car or driving away in a car or looking at objects in the rearview mirror in a car?
Right. Just leave him alone.
Do you ever listen to this in the car? Is that right?
Have I listened to it in the car? Yes, I have listened to Meatloaf in the car, of course. I can't believe you're doing this. Bat Out of Hell's a classic.
It's a joke. It's a parody album. Even Todd Rundgren.
What's it about?
Cars.
No. It's about Peter Pan.
Peter Pan.
It's a story of Peter Pan, yeah. See, you don't know anything. I didn't mean that. You pushed my buttons. Oh no. Yeah, it's a classic album.
Defend it.
It's right. Okay, so it might be a guilty pleasure, right? But I just love it. I think it's the movements in it. It's very cinematic. It's Jim Steinman's like piano-led pieces, incredible. And Meatloaf's just like the greatest frontman of all time. Maybe, like, probably not, right? But he's one of my favorite.
You said it now.
I'm on record. He's one of my favorite frontmen of all time. He's great. So if our viewers get a chance, please watch the early footage of them performing Bat Out of Hell. Meatloaf doesn't even come onto the stage for the first like 3 minutes.
I know, because if you don't put the record on, you'll be like, cue up the YouTube video and you'll put that on instead. And the amount of times we've been like, he's not even on stage yet.
Yeah, it's gone on for like
Look
2.5
at
minutes.
his presence when he comes on.
And then he comes on and he's got like a red suede like thing with ruffles on his shirt, and he's throwing his handkerchief around, and he's like, yeah, he's a classic guy.
Paradise by the Dashboard Light.
Yeah.
What dashboard light? In a car. In a car. So yeah, that's it. That's my Room 101 picks. Meatloaf's going there. Scott Walker's The Drifters go in there. They're meeting Gordon Giltrap. They'll stop by Tom Waits on the way, but only in his weird jazz fake lounge area. And then Billy Corgan's waiting for them right at the bottom of hell with Mellon Collie.
Oh my God. You know, like that pretty much, they're like most of my favorite albums you've chosen, right?
You've got plenty of other albums. And you should know, I didn't touch any of the jazz collection.
Well, yeah, I don't even want your greasy mitts on it after this. So, right. Okay. Lastly.
Oh, it's signed.
Yeah. Okay. Why is it signed, Jess? Okay. So I'm bringing in We Are Scientists because Jess has made me go to about 10 of their gigs. Every single record has been signed. I think we have some pictures from you at the age of 16 with him, and then with him. Side by side with another picture with you with him aged whatever you are now, right? From a couple of years
Thanks
ago.
for not revealing my age. Thank you for that.
Well, I don't, to be honest.
You don't know. You don't even know how long we've been together from earlier.
I'm starting to forget about it, to be honest. So anyway,
This is a seminal album
it's crap.
from 2005
No.
by We Are Scientists, who are amazing.
Look, again,
And I've just played Liverpool, although I've kind of fallen out with them because we reached out to them on Instagram and asked them if they would come to the shop.
and do a little session.
And they left me on red
Yeah.
twice.
Twice.
And then they played the Jacaranda.
Then they played the Jacaranda. Not to get jealous, but, you know.
That's fine.
That's fine. Look, it's not necessarily that the music's bad, because it's just a bit...
It's great. Did you re-listen to that ahead of this? No.
No.
Okay.
It's that you make me go to all the shows.
They're playing. You know, they're
'Cause
playing.
no one else will go with you. None of your friends will go with you.
That is true.
That's true. It's
They're
just
doing
me.
an anniversary tour of this album later this year, and I asked if you would go with me, and you said no.
Yeah.
And then I text a friend's WhatsApp group and asked if anyone would go with me, and no one replied.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to
If
go to
anyone
the
wants to go
Manchester
with Jess,
gig,
please. If anyone wants to go with Jess, please go. But also, like, this might not be the best one to... what's his name? Keith Murray.
Yeah.
All right. Might not be the best one, but, like, if you look at modern pictures of Keith Murray, he has lovely grey
You've
hair.
got similar hair.
Yeah.
But that was by chance.
I don't think it was by chance, right? I think I'm a
I didn't seek you out for Keith Murray's hair, don't
Yeah.
worry.
I think you I think when you met him last time, you can see it in your eyes that you're
You were both in the same room, and then I was like, they have a very similar haircut and hair
we do.
colour. Yeah.
Except for I don't do any of the...
It's got a longer
Any of that.
fringe.
It's got
Anyway,
longer-
leave him alone.
He's got some of that going on. So there we are. That's going in Room 101. All of it. You've got every album now, and every album is signed. Why would you want to go to another gig? You've seen every...
But I've not seen this
Yeah.
for like since 2006.
When you play... Did you play with them?
No, didn't support them, sadly.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, look.
Imagine. I'd never shut up about it if that was the case.
We are scientists. We have asked you... we've asked you privately to come and do a session in the shop. Like, we're asking you publicly now. Will you come and do a little session just to make this...
They're not going to do it after this episode.
This little Jessie happy. Right.
That is not going in. That's not making the edit. So feel better now?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to give all these records away.
No.
No competition this week.
All right.
Fab. Yeah. Well, hope you enjoyed that. Have you got any records in your collection or your partner's collection that you'd like to send straight to Room 101?
Yeah, let us know. Let us know.
Enjoyed that.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Dead. Okay, now that's been settled and we can recover with our feelings maybe later. This is the part of the podcast where we talk about things that have come across the counter.
Yeah.
Stop shaking your head at me. Move on. This is the part of the podcast where we talk about records, special records that have come across the counter or like rare things that we've seen. So yeah, what are you bringing to the table this week, Marc? And can we be a little less combative
All right.
now?
Okay. I'm still reeling, I'll be honest, but we can move on. So all right, so we bought a collection recently, and in amongst it was all these lovely anniversary editions of the original Oasis album. So these are the 25th anniversary albums. Very topical, right, for all the gigs that have been going on.
And if you've not watched it yet, go back and check out episode 2, which is an
Yeah.
interview of Alan McGee, who was founder of Creation Records, signed Oasis, found Oasis. So yeah.
Still cannot believe that happened. That's wild. So all these records are on silver vinyl. Very nice. Very nice. So what do we have? We have, in order... Ooh, if I can get this back in. Bloody hell. Right, Definitely Maybe. We have What's the Story, Morning Glory. We have Be Here Now. We have The Master Plan. Oh, God. They're heavy, you know.
They're really heavy, yeah.
heavy,
180 gram, double
Yeah.
LP.
Double LP every time. And then Standing on the Shoulders of Giants. And then the real big one is the Nebworth 96 performance, which is a triple vinyl, not on silver.
No.
But the reason I brought this one in as well is because there's rumours doing the rounds that potentially they are going to revisit Nebworth.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Now, we didn't get tickets for the shows, even though ahead of the week of releases, I was getting offered quite a lot, but they were just so expensive. I just didn't have the money to do it. I think we have a lot coming up, and we a load of gigs that we're going to. So yeah, these lovely gatefold editions, like with all the cool bits in there.
And these are all remastered from the original tapes.
Yeah. Really thick cardboard, like they're really high quality pressings as well. So yeah, like perfect timing. Like sometimes happens like that. In fact, didn't we, when they announced that they were going to get back together, we'd been really lucky that time as well.
We had bought quite a large collection back in the summer of last year, and
Yeah.
included in that was a full suite of the Oasis original 12-inch singles and some of the albums as well, which are all first presses. And we'd held on to it for a little bit just because we wanted to make some nice videos around it and kind of share them all in one batch. And then
They bloody said they were getting back together.
Yeah, so we were holding on to it also for the anniversary of one of the albums.
It was
So
this
we were
one,
like,
was it?
yeah,
Definitely maybe, yeah.
for the Definitely Maybe anniversary. So we were like, right, we'll put that out in, I think it was around August. And then we got it all ready to go. And then 2 days beforehand, they announced they were getting back together for the first time in 16 years, which is obviously nothing that we could have ever predicted. But maybe we had a small part.
I just thought it was great. And so what we did, I think we filled the whole wall, didn't we? The pegboard wall with like all of the singles.
Yeah,
and
it was nice to see all the artwork in one hit.
So what did we have then? We had first press of all the main 3 albums. We had first presses of all of the singles from those albums.
Yeah.
It was a crazy collection.
And we had the Nebworth then as well.
Yeah.
But have a little look on the back of the Nebworth, because I'm pretty sure it tells you like how much the tickets were back in 1996, is it? Which I'm pretty sure are going to be far less than everyone's Ticketmaster tickets this time round.
Okay, let's have a look. So Saturday, the 10th of August, 1996, and Sunday, the 11th, 96, Nebworth Park, Stevenage. Tickets, £22.50.
Bargain.
Subject to license, strictly no camping. Yeah. What did they go for? Like, what have the tickets been going for this time?
Oh my God, hundreds
Hundreds
and
and
hundreds and
hundreds.
hundreds. Have you ever been to Nebworth?
Never been to Nebworth. I think you have, though, haven't you? I just remembered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen Robbie Williams.
You saw Robbie Williams
Williams.
at Nebworth. I bet that was awesome, though.
It was actually really good.
Yeah.
It was amazing. And it was a bigger crowd than Oasis, which he told everyone all night quite a lot.
How big are we talking? Is it huge?
It feels like you're in a small city. Like, it's absolutely insane. Getting in is really, when you're in there. If you want to go to the bar, obviously I was really young at the time, so I wasn't going to the bar. But, you'd be like, I'll be back in an hour.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
My God. Right. Well, if they do Nebworth again, I'm gonna have to go to
Maybe
that.
they'll do it in August if it was originally on August.
Yeah.
And then, because it's 1996, right? So maybe the rumor is it would be 30 years on, wouldn't it, if they do it in 2026?
Yeah. Interesting.
Starting a conspiracy.
Yeah. What have you got?
So, moving on from, obviously, we've talked about the best REM album already, which is...
The best of REM. Okay.
So now we have another compilation album, but not a best of.
Okay.
So yeah, going back before, we were talking about the REM collection that we got in recently. So this is REM live at the Olympia in Dublin. It's a live album that recorded over 5 nights. So in June and July, I think it's 2007. Let me check my notes. Yeah, June and July 2007, they were in the middle of recording Accelerator at the time, which they would usually do in their studios and rehearsal rooms in Georgia. But they decided that they wanted to test out all the new material in front of a live audience. So they took all those songs and they went to the Olympia in Dublin and did this 5-night residency. And at the beginning of every show, they get like a big loudspeaker and be like, this is not a show. And people got to hear like rough cuts of songs, like versions that they hadn't heard on stage for a very long time. They got to half hear a little bit of Accelerate as well, which hadn't come out yet. But yeah, it's amazing. And then so in here, take me a second just to get this out. Lovely box set. We'll come back to that in a second. And that. So yeah, it is a double LP. It's just pressed on standard black, so I won't get those out. But yeah, artwork is amazing. Lots of typography on there. Here is another one. Oh, that's squeaky.
Squeaky.
There as well. It also comes with a documentary of the time called This Is Not a Show.
Oh, really?
So fire up the DVD player.
Get the DVD
Get the DVD player out immediately and watch this documentary, which is great.
Nice.
And then
You're
also
gonna probably
comes
have to
with
stand up for this, right?
We'll try and do it to the side. Comes with this amazing, massive poster.
Oh, Lord.
I'll try and give it a good reveal.
Go on. Oh, yeah, that's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, I noticed when I got this out that it was on your birthday in 2007. 5th
Oh,
of
no
July.
way.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so amazing. It's a very sought after, gently, as I say sought after.
Yeah.
It's a very sought after box set, I think, because you get to hear the band in this like raw way that you don't usually get to hear. It's very like rehearsal led. And it comes all inside this lovely, lovely classy box set, which is nice for the shelf, which you can go right next to your other REM albums, which I can name.
Which you struggle to name. No, it's fine. It's fine. Whether you like them or not, that's it. You know, this looks great. I'm going to have to have a dig through it and see what's on there.
Definitely worth a listen. Let's put it on the player while we've got it in the shop. Yeah, it's huge. 39 tracks. It's massive.
It's crazy.
And it was, some people hadn't heard those tracks for a very long time either. So yeah, it was really special.
It's almost as big as the Smashing Pumpkins Mellon Collie.
That's one album versus all of the albums. But yeah, no, so this will be probably on our website or on our website by the time you hear this episode. So come and have a look, and maybe we'll put it on the shop and have a listen too.
Cool.
So there's loads coming up to see and do in Liverpool over the next few months.
There's a couple of interesting shows that I'm really interested in going to. Divine Comedy.
Oh, wow.
They're playing at the Philharmonic on the 6th of October.
Nice.
Gonna have to get tickets for that. Neil Hannon. I was well into Divine Comedy when I was young. And now when I look back, it's wild music, really, if you listen to it. The Fin de Cecile album, it's just an absolute belter. Anyway, so they're playing on the 6th of October. Then we've got Lonnie Holly playing on the 13th of November at the Philharmonic Music Rooms. We're going to that.
Yes.
We've got tickets. You got tickets for my birthday.
You're welcome.
Thank you. It's a lovely, his last album, Tonky, was just spectacular. So I'm really looking forward to that.
That was in one of your sort of most excited ones coming up this year, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was brilliant. It didn't so the year before it was Oh Me Oh My, it was called.
Mm-hmm.
And that was amazing performances from Michael Stipe. REM just all the way through this episode.
This episode is brought to you by REM.
And then More Mother, Irreversible Entanglements, all of that stuff. So that's going to be amazing. If there are tickets still available at this point, please go to it because it's going to be an amazing show. Also, Bad Nerves. They are playing at the O2 Academy on the 23rd of November. Bad Nerves are like this really exciting, young, punk, electronic kind of, I don't know, balls to the wall, basically band. And yeah, I would recommend that for anyone who wants to go and have a good party. So yeah, but we should always defer as well to music scene, right?
Yeah. So we always add everything that we talk about to our playlist.
Yeah.
We won't add every REM track to it this time around. But we should go and check out Toy Car's new single, Jurassic, which has recently come out. It's great. Yeah. Toy Car launched their brand new single last time in the shop. They're neighbours to the shop and good great supporters. Bunch. And they're a really, really great band to check out live. So yeah, go stream it now. It's called Jurassic, and we'll chuck it in the playlist as well, which there will be a link at in the bottom of this episode.
Nice.
But yeah, so for any gigs coming up, if you're ever looking for live music to go check out in Liverpool, would always recommend going to use Music Scene's website, which is Music Scene, spelled SEEN.
Okay.
.info. They have a gig calendar on there, which is great. When you go onto the website, you get the option of like ticketed events or non-ticketed events. So it's got like all the also open mics in there. So a big question we get all the time when people visit the city is like, where can I go watch live music tonight? So always recommend that. Nina and Connor and the team that run that keep it really, really up to date, and they're amazing. So yeah, if you want to know what's going on music-wise across all the venues, big, small, medium, go check them out.
Excellent. So, well, that's that episode over and done with. Now we have to live with the decisions we have made, the consequences of your actions. But yeah, I think we got through it. I think it was all right.
Yeah, do you want to be friends again now?
We'll see.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much for listening and watching. We'll be back next week with another episode every Thursday at 5 p.m. See you then.
See you. Bye.